In the quiet moments of his thoughts, he wonders why his kindness, his loyalty, his very soul seemed to go unnoticed and unappreciated. He gave everything, his time, his affection, his strength, and yet he is met with indifference, confusion, or even rejection. It's a familiar feeling, one that stretches back through history. Over 100 years ago, a philosopher named Arthur Schopenhauer spoke about the nature of suffering in a man's life and the role that women play in it. His words were sharp and unfiltered, like a mirror reflecting the uncomfortable truths about life. Schopenhauer didn't write with optimism or fairy tale romance. He spoke with blunt honesty. He believed that the relationship between men and women was far from the idealized stories we often hear. Schopenhauer looked at the relationship between the sexes with a sharp, almost surgical precision. He believed that men and women were built differently, not just physically, but in their very nature. He argued that men are built for hard work and intellectual challenges, while women face different types of struggles. He wrote, "She pays the debt of life not by what she does, but by what she suffers." He believed that women endure life's pains in their own ways, through childbirth, emotional burdens, and societal expectations. To him, this wasn't cruelty. It was simply the way nature designed it. To understand Schopenhauer's point of view, you have to look deeper. He believed that women are not just physically different from men, but they think and feel differently too. While men are often driven by ambition and the desire to control their surroundings, women, Schopenhauer argued, are guided by intuition and influence. He didn't mean this as an insult, but as an observation. He thought that since women weren't given the same physical strength as men, nature gave them other strengths, intuition, charm, and the ability to influence. He wrote, "Dissimulation is innate in woman, suggesting that a woman's power often lies in her subtle ability to influence others." Think of it like this. Where a man might use strength or logic to change the world, a woman often uses persuasion and intuition. This isn't a weakness, it's a different kind of strength. Schopenhauer didn't see this as a flaw, but as nature's design, a strategy for survival that's been honed over centuries. In today's world, Schopenhauer's ideas might seem harsh or even offensive, but instead of rejecting them outright, what if we tried to understand the truths within them? What if the struggles men face in relationships are not just bad luck, but opportunities to grow stronger? What if heartbreak, disappointment, and rejection are not signs of failure, but the fires that forge us into something stronger? Schopenhauer believed that suffering is part of life. He wrote, "Unless suffering is the direct and immediate object of life, our existence must entirely fail of its aim." This is different from the modern belief that happiness is the goal. Schopenhauer argued that life is struggle, and nowhere is that struggle more visible than in the interactions between men and women. But he also believed that this struggle has the potential to make us stronger. Imagine suffering as a forge and you as the blade. Every heartbreak, every moment of sadness is like a hammer blow, shaping you, making you stronger and more resilient. A blade that isn't tested by fire is weak and fragile, but one that has been hammered and forged through adversity is nearly unbreakable. This is Schopenhauer's message. Embrace the suffering, understand it, and let it make you stronger. A strong man is unyielding. He doesn't change his course for the sake of approval or temporary affection. He knows that true strength is built in solitude, by facing life's storms and coming out stronger. Schopenhauer's blunt honesty isn't meant to make men hopeless. It's meant to wake them up from comforting illusions. It's a reminder that suffering isn't the enemy, it's the teacher. And what about women in Schopenhauer's philosophy? He didn't see them as angels or demons, but as forces of nature. Blaming them for their instincts is as pointless as blaming the wind for blowing or the river for flowing. Schopenhauer believed that understanding women means respecting their nature as part of life itself. This isn't a call to be bitter or resentful. It's a call to understand. When you know how the game is played, you stop expecting different results. You learn to accept, adapt, and grow stronger. Like a sailor who learns to navigate storms, you become resilient, unshaken by emotional waves or disappointment. Schopenhauer's warning is tough, but there's truth in it. Suffering is the path to strength. Don't run from it, embrace it. Let it make you unbreakable. Let it teach you to stand alone, to control your own destiny, and to find strength not in the approval of others, but in your own self-mastery. Because in the end, strength and independence aren't given, they're earned. They're forged through struggle, shaped by experience, and hardened in life's toughest moments.